Hiya, it's Lady and the Frogs again. Right, long time no see. Just been chilling this week really, but I have got things that I need to do. It's Friday, it's about 4 o'clock. Obviously I've done my post this morning, otherwise clatting around doing a vlog isn't going to help. Done my hair. Done a lot of sourcing this week. Accidentally went sourcing yesterday because my husband said he was going out, and if I wanted to come out I could go to cancer research, so I had to get it. And then I went to Bernardo's as well. Got some really good stuff like vintage Levi jeans for £1.50, 2 of them, and Barber and other stuff. And I have so much stuff which I need to sort out, but I don't normally put my hair in pigtails. I just put it up because it was harassing me and I need to get a job done. So this is the job which I am doing now, which this is one of the reasons that we went all the way down to Altrincham, because we went to Hobbycraft. They do have these in the range as well, which funnily enough there was a range right next door to it, even though they said, when I looked on the website, it said that they didn't have one there, they only had one in Stockport. So I was able to check what they had, and I've decided to go with this one because I mean it is quite tall. This is to sort my Lego out, so I need to put my Lego out. I need to get my Lego sorted into this, so I need to do that now before I do anything else. I've just photographed a load of stuff, so I've got things that I need to list on eBay, but I've also got a pile of new stock which I would like to be able to put in these boxes, but these boxes here are filled with Lego. So I need to sort of so I can get myself into some sort of organisation with what I'm listing. And because the living room is still a mess. And I've got 3 job lots of Lego which need washing and sorting. And I've accidentally just bid on another one because apparently I'd tried to bid on it before and somebody else had won it and it'd been relisted. Which I think just means that they weren't happy, because I've had a number of those, but I've been the highest bidder, paid immediately on job lots of Lego this is, and then the seller didn't like the price that it sold for, so they immediately cancel and refund. So I suspect that's what's going to happen with that, because I was a bit dubious, although I've paid £18 including the postage. It's 13 and like 5. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. But and even so, I have some job lots of Lego here which I need to sort. So I need to get this sorted out because it's just gone a mess again. So I'll show you what's happened. Sales have been okay. There is a little bit of the Boris Johnson effect, you know, like Rudyard Kipling said, when the butterfly stamps its feet. So I'm not enjoying that, but things have sort of been steadily plobbing on. I mean, plobbing. Anyone would think I went to Eton. Yeah, I did 7 parcels this morning, and one was like a Pictionary game, and it was some job lots of Lego. I've got some other stuff which has not been paid for because it's overseas buyers, and they obviously didn't read the, you know, listing and how much it's going to cost, even though I quoted that. I just did that for fun, quoting those prices on my listings. And then I've got other stuff. This is all the listed Lego that I've got here. But I've got stuff here which has sold, not for like extraordinary money, but I know that one, which is just Batman stuff, which has gone for about £5. And then there's another one in there. I know that's gone to the same buyer and he hasn't paid. I've done a combined postage invoice, but I think he's bidding on other stuff that I've got, because I've literally been sorting so many bits and putting them on that I know that's what I've got. So in here is a mess, in there is a mess, everywhere's a mess. I've got sewing that I haven't done, I've got my accounts that I haven't done, and sleep that I haven't done either, because last night some dickwad on the main road left their business about 5 o'clock and then about 5:05 the alarm went off, and then, well, it went on all night. I woke up at about 6:30 because I couldn't bear it anymore, and I had to open the window even though it was noisy and it was still going off. So I don't know what time that went, but you don't sleep properly when these things are happening, and I'm dizzy. But there you go. Right, I'll show you what I've got stored, and I'm going to get control of this. This, I'm thinking, is going to go in the living room, in between the two windows, because I was thinking I was even going to get one with fat drawers that would go underneath the windowsill, or a taller one that should go in the middle, and I think that's what I'm going to do, unless it can fit in here. But then with it being on wheels, you know, I can take it wherever, so that's the bonus. But I'm thinking I might well get tidier in the living room if I put that in there, because it'll force me to move stuff in here. That's the thinking. So yeah, everything is listed and boxed. So this one, that and that on top there, that, and then there's another 2 that are in the other room. They've all got to go in here, and I don't think it should. I mean, I know it doesn't look like that is going to fit what's in there, but I think I'll be able to organise it a bit better, and then it'll tell me what job lots I've got, which I can just get rid of. That's the point. And then in here, this is everything I've sourced this week, and then there's more Lego there which needs to go in, and then they're the job lots of Lego, and then more stuff there. There's just Lego everywhere. And then I've got stuff photographed to list, and that's photographed to list, and then all of this needs to go in the other room, and that's my accounts. So it's a mess. It's the right mess, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to crack on with it now. Hi, it's now Monday. Oh, do we have a date? The 21st. Oh, so this was supposed to be Freedom Day. Yay. That didn't happen. Right, husband's back at work. It's literally coming up to 10:15, so it should be doing more, but you know, because we've been having lazy times, I'm not really awake. And apparently I have 16 things to post, which I didn't know it was 16, and I've already got some of them done, and this is just the stuff. So I've got them. There's only 4 there waiting to go. I'll just toss them down there. And I've pulled everything else out because I've got somewhere with this corner. So I think that's what I'm sort of like doing now. I'm tackling just little bits. So the fact that I've got my sort of office area cleaned, so I've had everything out, hoovered, mopped, changed a curtain that was, I don't know, it was one of these curtains. So for some reason, this curtain, the pair that was with it, had to go in the bin because it had got sun bleached all over the back of it, and all of the white backing was just falling over everything, and I had some stock that was under the windowsill, so that was absolutely caked in stuff. So I've tackled those. Well, one box has gone in there because that's full of my brother's records, which I can't deal with at the moment. I just don't want to. I'm just keep putting it off. But then there was another box, well, 2 boxes. One sat over there, which hasn't been dealt with, but some of the bits in there I've dealt with. And this is the stuff that's sold, which was in that box. So literally, this is stuff that I've listed yesterday on Saturday, which I've got to post today. So I've got this Crystal Treasures thing, which I do remember, you know, picking up at some point. It's quite nice. So it's got this little packet. So it's just like a paperweight, which you won't be able to see because it needs a dark background, which I did take the picture on the black carpet, the black carpet, which don't matter how much you hoover, it always shows up gump. So I've sold that for $12.99 in less than 24 hours. So maybe I should have just held out, but so be it. Other people weren't selling them for that. And then these, for some reason, with that job lot of books, because I had 2 sacks of books which I bought during lockdown, the majority of which I put on, and then for some reason there was like a smattering of books that was in this box which I hadn't listed, and these 2 were in it. So I've got a £4 for that and £3.30 for that, because they're just, well, they're thin ones anyway, so it doesn't matter with the postage. But they weren't really selling for much, so the fact that they've gone really quickly is really good. Then I've got all this clothing that I've sold. This, which is sold this morning for £15. All of these I've pretty much just sold for £15, because it's just stuff that's been kicking around for ages. I hope that that's the right one. Let's have a check, because now I can look at my laptop straight in front of me. Post within 24 hours. It doesn't make sense what I'm looking at here either. Oh, it wants me to sign in. This is because I've been buying stuff on my phone. Right, so yeah, that is the correct one. So that is just Scotch and Soda. Yeah, this brand's not much anymore really, but you know, so that was £15. £15 for these. These are actually mine. Yeah, £15. I know these are £15. So these are some Topshop Mom Jeans, which I don't know. I don't really know what's happened with these, because they did used to fit me, and then suddenly they didn't fit me. So I don't know. Maybe I shrunk them or something. I don't know. Who even knows? Then £15 for another pair of shorts. These are Fat Face. And then £15 for these ones, which I think have been hanging around since last year. I was quite surprised suddenly when I got the notification for this, because I thought somebody was going to debate the price. So these are Hot Tuna, and yeah, £15 for them. But as far as I can see, although we haven't had rain in Manchester, you know, we had rain briefly overnight, but if you're standing in the street at 2 AM, you probably deserve to be rained on. We haven't had rain. Wind, what bit of wind? Yeah, and then the other thing that I've got sold is this, which I thought would sell for more, because it's really unusual, like, you know, lumberjack thing with elbow patches. But I know that I've had this for a year and a half, and I know I just accepted an offer. Yeah, £10 with the postage on that. I just, yeah, it'd be nice to just get rid of some of these things which are kicking around for ages. And then the rest of the stuff which I have got to post is all of this, which is Lego. Still selling the Lego. Yeah, I'm back in love with selling Lego, I really am. So this is just, I picked up a job lot of friends' Lego sets on eBay that somebody was selling. Very annoyed with this one because they said that they were incomplete, which I thought, well, that's fine, because I've got the bits that I can add to it. I'll sort it out. But then the pleb decided that, you know, as if it wasn't bad enough that they were selling these incomplete sets, they were going to write on the leaflets, the booklets in all of them, the items that were missing, even those. So I've had to like put a sort of like statement saying, yeah, these are complete sets, ignore the comments. Very frustrating when you're going to resell, but you know. So this is a horse trailer, Friends. I don't really deal with Friends, but I do have, you know, you always tend to get it. So I have got £12.99 for that. And the job lot, I think I paid, including the postage, about £11, £12 or something with that. But I've got a whole host of other sets with it, so I'll get the money back in due course. and it's always nice to have these things because it brings traffic to my store. This, which looks really rubbish, it doesn't look like much at all, but this is an old vintage ambulance from well, I can tell you, of course, because I've got my computer now next to me. 1987, and that I got £6 for. And then these are spares. So this is 8277. So this is a load of spares, incomplete set, from 1997, called the Giant Robot Model. And I got £16 plus postage for that.
Please, can you put it in bubble wrap and a box?
Why? Why? I just want to like just release it into society piece by piece to you. They think that how do they think that people post Lego? I buy a lot of Lego in the post, and the majority of it is packed really well. People do tend to do it properly, and even when it is in a jiffy bag, it generally gets to you. And when you buy directly from lego.com, they put it in a jiffy bag because they don't understand the concept of reality. Their stuff is more like to arrive to you damaged than anyone. Then I've got some more spares here. Who's this one from? I've got people who've bought several sets. Right, so that is not telling me how much it is. I've got a load of Lego in here. So this and that are bought from the same person. So they've spent £12.20 on that, all in all. And they want me to confirm when it's been packaged. Everybody's like sending messages, anal messages. But there's a lot of Lego that he's got there. Part of that's damaged, and I've already got my money back on that job lot. This, never expected to get any. I'm glad that bloody thing's sold, because this is the football, some spares for the football sets. The football sets are diabolical. Nobody wants them. The sports stuff just is not popular. And then this is not a telephone. This is a, you see, this is it. We've done a nice declutter. This thing here, which you see here, this is our old fan, which was one of the things which was sat behind the television, and we haven't used it. We've got one of those fans which just blows everything everywhere, and we use that one because this one is supposed to be like a quiet fan for overnight, but it was quiet for the first year that we got it, and then it's not really quiet now, and it just collects dust because it's like a sealed unit. And so you put it on and you just blow dust everywhere. And let's face it, I have problems with dust here, which is why I need to do this decluttering. So anyway, inside the box, when we got the box out for me to sell that, was filled with other boxes, including this one for our telephone. So this, you know, I can... this is the thing, this is Batman spares and Castle spares, which has gone to somebody else who has also paid for something else. No, they've also bid on something else, which then paid for. But this has been paid now since late Friday, so I can't wait any longer for him to pay for this other one item. But this, he's sent a daft message on there saying I have to take a picture of the parcel so that he can recognise the parcel when it arrives. These requests. So that's what I've got to do. I'm going to parcel out now. In a way, this is Saturday and Sunday. Nice, decent amount of sales. And I will show you. I'm going to do the parceling up, then I'll show you this, because I've got all my stuff piled up here. But the point is I haven't got stuff sat under this stool. I've pulled most of this out and put it under the stool yesterday. I just wish I'd packed up and posted it. That would have been a better thing to do, other than just pulling it. Right, let's wrap these up. Post is done. This is more than I expected. Honestly, I wonder why I bother doing Saturday runs. Yeah, and there's none to pay for, so they're going to like be a massive fan of me at the post office. Right, so yeah, you can see I'm in the middle of more Lego sorting, and I still haven't finished what I was doing before, and I've got other bits which have been sourced, and yeah, it's general chaos. But so this is going to be, I'm photographing and list this on my personal account today, and then I've still got my stupid account sat there to do, and that's another little box of things that needs sorting. But this is the point. This bit is tidy. So I have a desk which is tidy now, and the majority of my Lego spares are here. So the boxes which are sort of like straying around are things which I need to sort and list, which will be what's happening this week. But I'm quite happy with how, you know, and I know that this looks like an eyesore, but that's because the windows were fitted by, you know, the Frank Spencer Association. So in the winter it howls wind in, hence we've had to tape them up where the seal is, because they're just useless. We can't even open them. But we do have that big door. Yeah, so my Lego spares, when I need them, will be much easier for me to access once I start remembering what's in here. And I've got so many things which I need to sort. But this is, hey up. Oh, what's going on there? There we are. Some of these are absolutely ram-packed. This one here is ridiculous. This is all wheels and car bases. So I need to sort out what's going on with them, because as you can see, it's just crazy. I don't even know what to do with it. And yeah, you see, that's another thing that the Frank Spencer Association did do, was they put the floors in on a wonk. So this wheels out and it's got no brakes on it. So that's annoying. I did think it would be one of those ones which had brakes on it, but it doesn't. Maybe I shouldn't have put the casters on. And these are my bags, which I could have a better place. But you know, this is a nice thing as well, is that I have my piano stool is now free. So I can put stuff in here. I think I might sell this camera, because when I didn't have it stored, I had it on this shelf here, and then the sun damaged it, so the battery is broken, and I don't really use it. I used my phone. Using a camera adds an extra step to doing your listings. And then behind the sofa, behind the TV even, it's kind of empty. And obviously I keep my mannequins there because I've got nowhere else to keep them, and it's sort of tucked out of the way. I know it's not ideal. And then I've got all my other bits in here. So things that I need, like poking devices and debobbler, they're in there. So I feel like I've got somewhere. It's a start. And under the piano stool, you see it's free now, so I've got my weigh-in scales there instead of here as a trip hazard. That's photographed, waiting for me to list. And then yeah, I've got all of this. So this is washed. I'm just sorting through it. This should be a fairly, it should be fairly decent stuff which is in here. Like, it's got a lot of these things in, but it's also, I mean, I've just bought another job lot from the same person who sold this, because they will not have it. I keep messaging them and like saying, look, I'll buy it all. Just give me a price, or we'll haggle over it and we'll have a price on it and I'll buy it all from you. No, she doesn't want to do that. So you see, annoyingly, although I have all of this stuff here, you see that? That's not Lego. And this is all the non-branded Lego that I've had out of that, which is really annoying. You see the non-branded Lego. I'm surprised anybody that had any child that has non-branded Lego is still with us, because these are Lego. have a breathing hole, and the ones which Mega Blocks do, they are trying to kill their clientele. Because this was one of the first things that Lego did, was put the hole in that from the 70s. Now there's the 70s one, so this is the one from Lego from 1970s. So as you can see, choking hazard, but Creole and Mega Blocks haven't caught on to the fact that this should have a hole in the top, a breathing hole. But there we are. So I have all of this. So stuff like that will fill some of the. I've got some of this wheels. That's in the Quality Street box. Yeah, I have a lot of sets that I can make up here. However, I don't have the minifigures, so that's another. It's just work, which is unnecessary. I'm hoping that I find another one of them and another one of that, so that I can make the things that these go with, which is sort of like, these are the 3D glass. You're supposed to have a 3D glasses or something with these, and they make, yeah, it's a little spaceship. But yeah, I'm in this situation again, and I've got loads more coming. I've got the base plate that goes with the things that, well, I've got one here that goes with this. So I think this should have, yeah, this has got minifigures in. Oh, you see, this is one of the really old castle things. So I only paid £11 for all of this, so I'll get my money back with him, really. But I know that I'm going to make a space station with all of that, and I've just bought the base plate for that, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, I need to go and take this to the post office before it gets too late. Okay, I am back from dropping off the post. That was unbelievably heavy. I mean, it didn't seem like that much, but when, you know, I mean, I think I ended up with 20 parcels because some other people paid, and I had some other stuff that was kicking around that I'd already done. Yes, so it was 20 parcels. So with some of them are being a kilogram, and then others like being 500. It must have been about 7 kilograms, but it just, I don't know, it felt really heavy, and because it was bulky. And they weren't impressed when I got to the post office, and they said the only reason that they're taking them is because it's me. So, I mean, that's a bit much, really. So I'm going to have to get some chocolates, you know, as bribery for them. And then done other errands as well. So, yeah, right, okay. Anyway, I went to Tesco as well to get parsley sauce, which apparently isn't something, you know, it's way too British for Trafford to have that. It smells of manure as well in Trafford, so I don't know what's gone on. It's not very nice. Right, so I'm going to get on with sorting my Lego, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work out what sets I've got and just bag up what spares I've got, because that's what I did last time. I just went through the inventories and bagged up what spares I thought I had, and then worked on getting them complete. And I've got other ones that are bagged up, which I can complete with what I've got. And I think that's what I'm just going to keep doing, because it's the easiest way, and then that stuff won't sit there all week, because I have got other stuff coming. So I just need to sort of draw a line under it like that. Put some of these, you know, selection boxes of Lego on, because that's what they are. Get them sorted, get that fan listed and out of the way, because I need to unscrew the bottom of it to be able to put it in that box so that it's not flying about. Yeah, all these little things I've got to do, and I must get on with it, because at the moment it would be like I could spend all day just watching people driving down the street that says road closed opposite me, and then doing 3-point turns, looking really disgruntled about it. Because honestly, these people, they should just have their cars taken off them if they can't read the signage. But there we go. So that's my life at the moment. Hopefully if I do get this leg out of the way, I can do a haul of some of the stuff which I picked up last week, because at the moment I've put it in boxes. Because I haven't shown you the spare room, but I've got 6 boxes of stock which are all piled up at the end, which is where I wanted to be with it, but I also want them listed and in the plastic storage because of moths, because the moths are overtaking, and I also want to start decluttering properly, which I have sort of started, but it's not going to happen if I'm not on top of things. So you see, another weird thing about being out and about, it is supposed to be this Freedom Day, and I think a lot of people in Trafford, they didn't get the memo, because masks seem to be generally off. I put mine on, even though it was bothering me a bit, but most people didn't seem to be wearing masks, so maybe Freedom Day is actually taking place in Trafford, so it's a good thing, maybe. Don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will be back with more content. If you call this content, it's just rattling on in it. You know, if you like listening to people rattle on, this is your place. Subscribe, and I'll be there to make you fall asleep. You know. So goodbye from me, and goodbye from the frog that is Stephen and Simon. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.